So right here, there is just a bunch of stone. However, if I log back in, oh, I appear to have X-ray now. Well, now you can see that the stone has been replaced with iron, and I can mine the iron and get it. So this is a cool bug known as chunk repopulation, and basically in this version of Infdev, if there are ores in the world and you mine them and then replace them with stone, when you log back in, the chunk will repopulate with ores and you'll have the ores again. Holding end portal frames. Placing water in the nether. Equipping stacks of armor. In old versions of Minecraft, all of these were possible in survival. My goal is to travel through old versions to collect discontinued features such as these. This is an impossible journey. Hello everybody, this is Wyvern Element here, and welcome back to an impossible journey. So, we are very far away from our base, which is off that direction. Infdev Island is that direction, and the reason I'm out here is because I got a comment telling me to make or prepare invalid data value grass items, and so the reason I'm so far away from everything is because I need to leave these unloaded until beta 1.6. These will crash my game if I load them in an earlier version after a couple of versions later. So we're going to be using the same data value transmutation method, preserved data value transmutation, to create a bunch of invalid data value purple cloths. And I should have brought some wheat seeds to test with wheat, but actually I can get some right here. This is how I can test data values. There we go. So, let's make some of this cloth. Now we're just going to wait for this to go out, and there's one. So basically, this is the same method that I used for the wheat in the last episode. And basically, this has created data values 5, 6, and 7 of this purple cloth. And the purple cloth will, in the future, convert to grass blocks. Actually, that was the wrong thing. Not grass blocks, but grass, the tall grass. And so if I shear it in later versions, then we will have invalid data value grass items. So just going to make a couple more of these, and then I will return to my base. Alright everybody, so we are back at my base, and I feel like it's always night when I'm trying to record just to make it a little bit harder. So I mined a little bit of stuff off camera. And so in Infdev there are no caves. At least in this Infdev there are no caves, but ore veins are very, very big. For example, I found only 3 diamond veins, and I found 53 diamonds in only 3 veins. I think I had a 20 vein, a 17 vein, and a 16 vein. I also got a lot of cobblestone and a lot of wood. I just chopped down a bunch of trees in the forest here. However, they're back because of chunk repopulation. And what am I going to be using all of these resources, you ask? Well, I'm going to be building the Infdev Museum. So basically, I decided that down here, where all of my invalid data value wheat is, where kind of this cave where I put this artificial cave where I put all of the invalid data value wheat I think I'm going to turn this into a museum, so I'm going to kind of dig out this area a little bit and make it look nice and use it to show off a bunch of the unobtainables from Infdev. So I think I'm going to expand this area a little bit, and then I'll show some of the building process. Alright guys, now the museum is finished and I have updated to Infdev 2010 0420 because in this version caves still don't generate, but the terrain is less mountainous than this, and I do want good areas to build a mob farm, so in between episodes I'm going to generate a lot of terrain in this version. But I'm going to show off the the museum. So here it is. So I built this little pier going out into the water, and it's a nice bridge. I of course labeled it Inf for the Infdev Museum. Here's the entrance, and there's this little exhibit at the front, which is the invalid data value wheat that we built in episode 1. And here's the center room. I kind of used a circular design because I thought it would look cool, and I used the burning furnaces as light sources because it's a nice way to add unobtainables to the building. And then I have well, that's the 4th one, but 3 other rooms that are identical in size and design to the invalid data value wheat room, and these can be used for other exhibits, such as the cursed lava streams that I'm gonna get. And there's a little bit of iron in the wall just because of chunk repopulation. I'm going to fix that. But yeah, that's the museum. And there's one more thing that I'm going to do before the end of this episode, so let's do that now. The most famous terrain generation glitch in Minecraft, the one everyone thinks of when they think of Weird World Generation. I've always seen pictures of it, but now I will see it in game for the very first time. The Farlands. Alright guys, so now I am back from the Farlands, and I generated a bunch of chunks off in that direction. Not as many as I would like to have generated because I do want a lot of chunks to build a big mob farm in. Don't ask what happened to my items. I definitely did not die to a spider. But that is all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this series. Make sure to subscribe so that you can always stay up to date on my content. Stay tuned for more videos, and this is Wyvern Element signing out. See ya!